one, it's Tina Phenomenal Beauty. So I've got a collective haul for you today. I know I've been doing a lot of hauling, but this is stuff that sort of wouldn't fit into one, I guess, post. Sort of from all over the place when I've been in Priceline, Target, you know, hair salon, online. It's a bit of everything, and even things that I've forgotten to mention when I did other posts. So there's high and low end in here. Makeup, hair care, tools. Anyway, let's start randomly with actually one that I forgot to put in a haul I did a little while ago from Blush Me Up. And that's sort of products from Korea or Japan. I'll put a link below to that post. I forgot to mention this, and it's the One Day Tattoo. It's pretty much one of those liquid liners in a pen form, like a felt tip pen form, that's supposed to last, you know, the whole day, 24 hours, or a very well wearing one. I actually got deep brown. I thought it might be a little bit more friendly, sort of a lot of my sort of more natural looks that I like to do, and I still have not opened it, but I just wanted to mention that I actually got. I couldn't believe that I forgot to mention it because it was the most expensive one or item that I purchased from that online store. But there it is. But I've heard a lot of good things about this one, but I thought I would give it a go because I've got sort of quite a low sort of lid there, and it sort of rubs. It's getting quite hooded now, and it sort of tends to rub there. My favourite liquid liner is still the Face of Australia one. I might do a post on some of my favourite products or drugstore products soon. But yeah, I was keen to try that, so just let you know. I also got some other things online, and I went to Mac. Now Mac's got you know, obviously a few new collections out. What am I talking about? They come out like all the time with collections, but I was eyeing off the two ombre blushes in the Proenza Schula collection, and I think they are designers. But anyway, that's the box, and I grabbed the two ombre blushes, and they're, as you can see, very reflective, but really, really cute. Sort of that Aurora sort of packaging that they have. Now I grabbed packaging. I think these are about $55. They're not cheap, and I do like the colors. They're just quite hard. I don't know, I just can't seem to get my mind around how to open these things easily. But they've got that little lip there, and sort of press up to get it. But for me, I just wish it was the other way around because I keep trying to push it the other way. But anyway, once you get in it, you got a generous mirror. This one is the Sunset Beach, and as you can see, it goes from light to dark. So I mean, you can use that as your highlight, you can use that as your blush sort of when you apply it, or you can swirl it all around. I've been doing both, but I really do prefer to swirl it around. It's a beautiful sort of, you know, blue tone pinky blush, just how I like my blushes, and it's also a nice satin finish, which is good. The only thing that I find with both of these ones is that they are a little bit, I keep saying harder, but it's really the fact that they are not as pigmented as any of the other MAC blushes that I have. And that's the other one, and this is Ocean City, and it's a beautiful peachy coral color, really, really pretty in the pan. And I just love this because that sort of more natural color is, I think, just a nice sort of blending color for me as well, at least on my skin tone. For some people, it might be a little bit sort of too chalky because it's just too light if they've got quite a deep skin tone. But I mean, you can get away with it as a highlighter, and you don't just have to use them on the cheeks. If you don't have particularly sensitive eyes, you can probably use them as eyeshadows as well. But I just, like I said, I find they're not as pigmented as a lot of my other MAC products or blushes. But yeah, still very pretty to play with. I've been enjoying them. Now, this next one was a spur of the moment thing. I was playing around on Mecca Cosmetica, as I do. I shouldn't. But I have all of the ambient blushes, or the lighting powder blushes, and the ambient lighting powders, and even the palette. I absolutely love them. And I have done that review that I keep saying I've done. It's actually going to be, could be a 2 or 3 parter. It's just so long. Yeah. Anyway, I ended up grabbing the brush finally. I've been thinking about it. I think, oh, it's just a brush, what's the big deal? Then I keep seeing so many reviews on it and stuff, and so I ended up just getting it. So that's the box from Hourglass, and it comes in this little pouch, which is kind of cute for travel. I actually did stay away for the night when I went to Glossy Confidential, or Talia's 30th birthday party. So I got a chance to actually use this in travel, and it was just really cute. It's a beautiful little pouch. I mean, you could just use it to put jewelry in as well if you're not using it every day to travel with, but it's such a cute little brush. And it's pricey. Hello, it's 50 bucks in Australia. It's just ridiculous for such a small little brush, but my goodness, it is absolutely beautiful. I thought, since I have really dug into some of my ambient lighting powders, because they are so soft, you've got to be quite careful with that. And some of the brushes that I use, because I end up, you know, attacking them like I would some of my maybe more less pigmented sort of powders like these ones. You just have to have the lightest touch, and this is actually really good. This has been really beautiful to use. Beautiful soft bristles. I'm actually happy that I have it. I do not regret this in the slightest, but it's a beautiful, beautiful brush. I've already deep cleansed it and it's washed up fine. Really nice. Really happy I have that. So yes. Next thing is something that I've been thinking about for quite a while. I have sort of been reading different reviews on different products to try to help grow my eyebrows back. Now, I've gone on and on over the years about how sparse my eyebrows are. I've overplucked them. If you've seen some of my really early videos on YouTube, I didn't even used to do anything to them. Like, they were like the 1920s, 1930s sort of, you know, shapeless, all the same sort of thickness around kind of brow, you know, that the 90s gave me, or gave myself in the 90s. Anyway, I grabbed this. It's the Talika Eyebrow Liposilus. Can't even say it. Talika. But I was in Mecca a few weeks ago. It's just sort of when I was doing that benefit haul around that time, and I grabbed this. I thought, oh, I'm going to just go ahead and grab it from there. And yeah, I've sort of been trying it on and off. I put the box in a safe place. It comes in like a little blue box, and it's about $52 Australian. It's definitely not cheap. But what I actually did, I've done a post when I just started to use it, because they say try it for about 28 days. So I did a video then, sort of before I started using it. And what I'm going to do is, after 28 days, I'll do another one. I'll add that to that footage, and then I'll do one when all the product's finished. So that way I've got that sort of a proper sort of review of it. So I'll do an overview of the product. I'll show the box, go over more of it then, you know, and show you the product itself, me applying it, and do that sort of running footage over time. I think that's a little bit more useful, particularly for my brows, because I honestly, anything that I think I see happening, I'm like, oh yeah, it's working. Oh, I get a bit carried away because I really want it to work. So I think that's just a little bit better for me to do as a review. So look out for that. But like I said, I'll be doing it probably in a month or so, when I've had a use of it, or even when it's all gone up. Could be a month and a half, could be a couple months, but I just want to give it a proper fair chance, especially for that price, and especially for those out there that have the issue that I have, where I've really overplucked sort of at the front of the brows and sort of all around. So yes. Okay, let's skip over to something that is definitely not high-end, but I think good quality, and it's Mecca Cosmetics. Like, I go into Priceline and Target any chance that I can get to sort of see what they have. I grabbed this lipstick. I think this is the new packaging, but it's really cute. I love the black with the pink. It's just really cute, and this is called Natural Beauty No. 7. And they're all under $5. Most of the sort of lipsticks and nail products and the mascaras are under $5. But generally, the whole range goes from about, I think, $1.95 and then up to, say, $10 or so. So it's a good brand, and the quality is really nice. But this is my beautiful, you know, blue tone pink, that sort of plummy rose that I love. And it's a beautiful sheer color, but it's a really nice creamy consistency. Really, really nice. It looks so nice on the lips. So I'm really happy I grabbed that one. So that's number 7. What did I say? Natural Beauty. And it's a beautiful, I mean, some people it might come off more pink, might be more of a nude, or me, it's just right. It's sort of a little bit sort of deeper than my natural pink lip color. So I like that. Skipping over to another drugstore product, Olay. I've already actually opened this. I opened it the other night when I got it. Just couldn't wait. It'll be in my empties. I go through these probably every 3 to 4 months. They're the Olay Eye Gel with Cucumber Extract. It's my favorite night eye treatment, and pretty much I just sort of use it under sort of here. I used to just use it here, but as I'm now starting to get those lines around here, you know, those crow's feet, because I'm, you know, nearing 40, I sort of start to use it up to here. But pretty much I love this to sort of cool under my eye area, to sort of help to puff it, you know, particularly under here. And also just help with the under eye sort of darkness. I mean, I do use a treatment in the morning as well, or a cream. I do that one particularly to hydrate before I put on any concealer or corrector. I need that because it's quite thin under there. But this for night, it just feels so good. And in the height of summer, I might pop it in the fridge, and then when you put it on the skin, oh my goodness, it just feels so good. When I used to buy, I've been using this since I was, oh gosh, when I started university. When was that? 1996. That's how long I've been using this. I mean, on and off. I've always, hasn't been a year when I haven't used this, but sometimes I might be trying a product, so I have to use that at night as well. But it's pretty much one I've been using since 1996. So that's a long time. And it used to only cost me about $8 or something in New Zealand. Now I think it costs me around about $16, $17, $18 Australian. But I always try and get it on special at Big W or Priceline or something. And I love the containers. I use these for like bits and pieces, so I always keep these little plastic containers. So very good. Let's skip over something slightly different. Fragrance. Now I've gone on and on. My favorite fragrance since I was about 15, 16 has been A&A by Cashierelle, a beautiful floral fragrance. Now recently I was trying some Crabtree products, and I tried the Crabtree hand cream. That'll be in my monthly favorites, and it's in the fragrance Nantucket Briar. They have a whole heap of different fragrances, but I just love the smell of it. It smells very clean, like, you know, fresh cotton, fresh clean linen, beautiful scent. I cannot really describe it. I mean, obviously you can look the notes up online, but I treated myself to the fragrance. So I just look at the box though, it's really cute. It's got that. You take that off, and then watch this. Folds out like that. I think that's so cute for a gift as well. Kind of reminds me of an Essence, I think it was Full Bloom or something. It had a box that sort of folded out like that, but they only cost me $1. This cost me, I think it was about $50 for how many mils? 60 mils. Yes, just a nice little spray, and I'm just gonna see if I can describe it. Oh god, I don't know. It kind of does smell slightly heavier, like some male sort of fragrances, you know, that slightly oceany, heavy sort of scent. Very intoxicating, but it smells like, you know, you spray it on like Old Spice and go out on the boat. I don't know, it's just a beautiful fresh scent to me. That's what it smells like, and it lasts. And I just love the little detail on the bottle, but it looks really cute on the, you know, on the counter. Yeah, and I just love the fragrance. So it's something different as well. So I switch up between my floral, and then I go to this one, which just makes me think of clean, fresh scents, and that's what I really like. Okay, now Rae Morris again. Now I'll put the other two sort of hauls that I've done on these brushes, and I'll do a collective sort of overview of them. I just didn't want to do one just for them because I had to replace a couple of brushes that I had just lost. I just bit the bullet. But I also got two other ones. I've already opened them. They come in these packages, but this is the 8.5 Cream Shadow Shader. Just like the other ones with a little magnet on the end. But this one, instead of having the natural bristles, has the synthetic bristles for, obviously, you know, cream shadows and the like. So, really nice. And the next one is, what are you? Number 7.5. Gotta love the half numbers. It's the Deluxe Round Shader. And I've got the other three pointed ones, which are just slightly more, you know, what do you call it, larger. This one is pretty much the same as the largest one that I have, but instead of having that really fine tapered point, it's rounded like a dome shape. And this has the natural bristles. Like I said, I'll do a proper review later. Skipping over to drugstore, I actually got one of these ages ago. It's the Maybelline from the Fit Me range. It's the foundation. I got the 125, and it's got the sunscreen SPF 18. I got it ages ago. I ended up just giving it away unopened, and then I've been watching people just keep mentioning the Fit Me range, you know, this and the, is it the concealer that you can get, and then you also get the powder. I thought I'd just go and grab the foundation again, 125. I've actually been quite enjoying it. I've already used it. It's a little bit peachier. A lot of my sort of foundations are more yellow based, or they're quite sort of, some of them can be a little bit grey almost, but they are mostly sort of a proper beige, like a more yellow tone. This is more of a peachy tone to it, or more of a pink base. And I've been loving just mixing it. So a lot of my foundations, I find if they're a little bit too light or a little bit too dark, if I mix them, and they all mix quite well, even with the BB cream, they just give me a really nice finish, and also match me quite well. So I've been enjoying it like that. So there's the colour. Hello, my little co-producer down here. I know, it looks already fascinating, doesn't it? I've almost finished. We've got food all over him. You got food on you? He's going to be fascinated, so watch out. Now, I also on Mecca, I've been loving the Kevyn Aucoin mascara. This is the one I keep going on about, the volume mascara. But I was watching Lisa D one. She got sent a mascara from Kevyn Aucoin. It's the Essential Mascara. I think there's three. There's the volume, there's the lengthening, I think, and this is the other one, the Essential. And look at the difference in the packaging. Like, this is your proper, you know, handbag friendly sort of, you know, wand. But you can guess what the wand's probably going to look like, or the applicator. Look at that. And it's got that slight flick to it. And it's just been particularly really a lot, like that length and the volume at the base, like that. And then I just flick it around and then do that side. So it's really easy to use. But I've been really enjoying it. Oh, bless you, thanks. But yeah, it's pricey. But I'm hoping, like this one, I can lose it to the very last drop. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge. So many positives going for it. Pretty much almost finished. Looks like just hair stuff. It's just hair stuff left. He just had to get into the shot, I know. Anyway, I'm almost finished. How rude, no raspberries. I was in Priceline when they had their, was it 40% off hair, or it was a special anyway on the Tresemme. I grabbed the Tresemme Keratin Smooth. I had the, I can't even remember, just that heat styler from Tresemme ages ago. I ran out, and I've been trying so many different ones, but I thought I'd grab this. So far been really nice. And 236 mils. I'm trying to think how much it cost me. On special, I don't know if it's about $7 or something. And finally, 3 more products. When I go to different places sometimes just to try and get my hair toned, see what I sort of like. And this last place, I really liked it. This is the Goldwell Colorants, the soft color, and it's actually a mousse. But what you do is, or what she suggests, is to mix it with my conditioner. And it's the semi-permanent soft mousse color in 10p Pearl Blonde. So obviously I can't show you, but it was $21.95 for that, and it's actually really good. It's a nice, that sort of nice sort of ashy blonde or pearly color, and it takes out the gold. And I've also been switching up between that new one I got from Recreate Yourself, which was the, oh gosh, can't remember the name. I'll put it here. Anyway, 2 last products, and they're from the Pravana range. Ooh. So I got the shampoo and the conditioner. So they're, you know, those sulfate-free shampoos that are good for my, you know, the keratin smoothing treatments I've had. But what was interesting is she was telling me this is another type. Like, I've tried the Trichovetic keratin smoothing treatment. I've tried the Guava Latino one, and they both have the keratin in it. There's the Pravana sort of smoothing treatment, but it doesn't have keratin in it. So it's a little bit gentler sort of on the hair. Anyway, I might try that next. We'll see how we go. So far, so good with these as well. Here comes Iron Man now. Oh, and we hauled this as well. We got some Iron Man recently. Ended up getting this blue one, this new one. So this is what Blake's hauled recently. Anyway, so, but the smell of this is beautiful. Oh, it just smells so good. Like a very sort of clean, fruity fragrance. But yeah, I like it. But they were $24.90 each, so they're quite pricey, but they're actually cheaper than the Trichovetic range that I've been using. So I'll switch up. Excuse me, how rude! And one last one, actually, what I forgot before I forget, Tweezerman. I love the Tweezerman tweezers. I've got the slanted, the straight point, and the actual point tip ones. I've tried Revlon Manicure, so many different ones over the years, because these are very pricey. There's no doubt about it, they are quite pricey, but they're really worth it. I think the blade's slightly thinner. You can get in contact with the skin a little bit better, and I noticed the difference. You can sort of not blindfold me, I wouldn't be able to tweeze, but you could just take off the name, give me a bunch of tweezers, and I could tell you which one was the Tweezerman, because they're just, you can tell the difference. Like, I can literally be sitting there for ages trying to tweeze something. I don't tweeze here, anywhere here now, just sort of, you know, around where I need to. And I can be there for, like, you know, 5 minutes trying to use any other type of tweezer, whereas I get the Tweezerman straight away. But they can be quite sharp, so they're not for everyone. And there's something I would not leave around or use in my kit as well. Anyway, that is that. had a little guest star. And I will see you all for my next video. Hopefully not a haul video, hopefully a favorites or a review. Take care.